Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo.
Так. Натлан. Я тут мало прошел всего. Так, ну сюда надо идти сейчас по сюжету. Продолжаю, короче, сюжет. Так, пойдем, наверное, сейчас вот сюда. К статуе архонтов, потом сюда и уже сюда. Чтобы всю карту уже открыть. Так, сначала вот сюда. Так, открыли. Теперь вот туда. Так, там какой-то сундучок.
Got something you want to all right.
Well, here comes another. This way.
No, my sword! Ring cutter!
Так. Опа, что-то есть на почте. 400 камней столько дали. Хорош. Так, стоп, она где? Не, подожди. Где статуя архонтов? Она вон. А, нельзя взаимодействовать со статуей, блин. Ух ты! Еще одно задание хроники племени. Вот здесь есть. Здесь есть. Ну, это, наверное, потом. Сначала сюжет. Я 8 нашел, нифига себе. Искатель. Ух ты. Так, стопэ. Мне нужно куда-то туда. Так что я, наверное, не в ту сторону иду. Хотя я был рядом с этим, с перемещалкой. Надо было все-таки зайти туда. Ладно. Неважно, короче. Так, там есть этот перо штучка есть.
How about this?
Она здесь? Или она не здесь? Здесь только
Rain outlines
Сука,
your fate.
разбойники.
Not good. Rain.
Forget it.
что ты будешь делать? Что такое? Катаюсь тут еще.
Steady us.
Ладно. Я вроде как справился. Так, сундучок. Ага, хорошо. Так, а где тогда это... Там что ли наверху где-то? Стоп, а где она? Правда, а где? Ага, вон вижу. О, нет, стоп, подожди, это не она. Это не оно. А вон она. Ну это та, которая вот рядом, а вот где еще вон та, которая слева. Опа, это что такое? Что с этим надо делать? Сфоткать? Да нет. Ладно, потом разберусь. Так, смотрю, не было ли ничего у меня здесь в подсказках. Что-то не особо я что-то нашел. Ладно. Да, ничего себе. Стоп, что? Кто? А что это такое?
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Не, ладно, я туда не пойду. Стоп. Он туда зашел. Духовные двери. Это устройство было создано с помощью флагистоновой гравировки предками натланцев, которые имитировали техники создателей духовных путей. При взаимодействии с ними создаются новые духовные пути или проявляется нестабильное. И что это значит? Ну, типа, проявилось, и чё? Что-то непонятно.
Watch this. Put up a good
О!
fight.
Она не может
Stick
плавать.
around. The tide rises. Yeah.
Что он делает? Что он прыгает туда-сюда? Так, а это что такое? Так, у меня знак вопрос появился. Сейчас. Чё? Маниту? Необыкновенные духи, якобы рожденные из древних граффити. С помощью флагистона их можно пробудить, если вы проследуете за ними и поможете им добраться до места, куда они хотят попасть. Вас может ожидать награда. А, это типа... Это типа как духи... А, блин, ладно. Как туда попасть? Я, может, наверное, разрушил эту. Лодку разрушил. Теперь мне не коснуться этого чела. Так, я не понял, что с ним надо делать. Так, здесь сундук есть.
Witness the power of good
Надо
one.
его залутать.
Let's finish this. The tide rises.
О, хорош. Так, сундучок есть. Что это?
Let me help you pack this up.
Опа, а что-то еще здесь... А, что, прощайте, то же самое, что я уже открывал. Так, тихо. Че, я не могу селиться в них? Могу. Хорошо. Достань! Ага, упал. Нет, раз уж я здесь, я достану ее. Кто там? Иди в жопу. Ну-ка, подожди. О, крутяк. Коколозавр. Кохолозавр. Кохолозавр может быстро плавать и не только высоко подпрыгивать, но над водой поверхности, избегая препятствий, но и применять водный рывок для стремительного продвижения вперед. Кроме того, кохолозавр единственный завриан, способный плавать в жидком флагистоне, расходуя флагистон. В жидком флагистоне, расходуя флагистон. Хорош. Ох, нихуя себе. О, хорош. Крутяк. Так, здесь есть эта штука, надо ее собрать. Ага, вот он побежал. Вот он побежал. А, ну можно на сушу выходить. Я думал, можно только плавать на нем, а можно еще на сушу выходить. Ага. Чё?
No, my sword!
А, стоп, урон вообще что нет проходит. Так, стоп.
Rain outlines your fate. Leave it all to me. Positions. Let me weave you a verse.
Бля, ты еще включил, ёбаный рот.
Higher, higher, here's my fire. All eyes on me.
О, хорошо, да. Какая-то лютая фигня вообще.
Let me help you pack this up.
Там вот какое-то колечко. Может, до него можно добраться? Ну-ка. Как мне исцелиться? Давай. О, отлично. Вот. О! Крутяк. А, все, я понял, да? Потом заберу. Так, еще последняя, получается, осталась статуя Архонта. Надо сейчас ее взять. О, все. Все открыл. Так, отдаем мы все, что у меня есть. Так, вон еще одна наверху. Надо ее подобрать.
Let me help you pack this up.
Так, ну что, в принципе, все. Так, кстати, у меня, по-моему, нету вот всех вот лам. Сейчас, подождите. Сейчас мы поймаем. Что я сделал? Ага, все. Сюда. А, ну говорю, это альпака. Ну, еще одну. А, маленькая. Уже маленькая. Ага, все понял. Так, в принципе, нормально. Так, здесь сундучок, надо его подобрать.
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Shall we?
Что-то упало. Ага.
Stick around.
Кто там еще остался?
How about this?
Да блин.
Take a seat.
Как ты еще жив, что там? Да как? В смысле?
The tide rises.
Это что такое? Что это такое? Так. Сейчас.
Who ate a... And shall we? Right. Yeah.
Куда две стрелы до этого упали? Что я не понял. Какая-то магия вообще, я не знаю, что это такое.
Keep up.
Так, хорошо.
Something good is inside.
А далеко что мне идти-то? А, там как раз телепорт есть. Так, там альпака еще одна бегает, надо ее сейчас схватить. Достану. Так, ждем отката. Давай. Так, есть, хорошо. Шоколадная альпака. Хорошо, шоколадная альпака. Как скажете. Ой. Вот так. А, вон она, ничего себе. Как добраться до нее? А, в принципе, просто забраться. А, здесь не высоко. Я думал, здесь высоко прыгать. Все хорошо, нормально. Ты здесь для чего плаваешь? Чтобы что? О, ты можешь сюда, кстати, запрыгивать вот в эти воронки? Интересно. А, вот. Окей. Крутяк. Прикол. Так, отправьтесь в племя народа ротников или ротников. О, крутяк, прикольно, прикольная фоточка.
Ah, we're finally here! So this is your home, Mualani? Paimon can't wait to have a look around.
See? What did I tell you?
Fetch me a bottle of wine, would you, dear?
Just one? Let's get another. It's still early in the day, isn't it?
Want to go to Golden Dusk later?
Now this is a vacation. Absolutely amazing.
Wow, it's so lively around here. Is there some kind of...
We try to treat every day like a holiday around here. We believe every day is worth... Now, let me show you around. Where to start? Shochiqui Cattle Records, Kalamchi Plaza. Oh, there's so many options, but I recommend starting with the hot springs, of course. Natural hot springs have tons of health benefits. Go for...
Wait, you want us to bathe? Here?
Oh, don't be shy. Come on, I'll take you to get...
Mualani!
Huh? Oh, Auntie Atea!
Please, I've told you that just Atea is fine. Do I look that old to you?
Were you taking these two to the hot springs?
That's right.
Что это
Oh, let
было?
me introduce you.
Почему он так
This
тихо
is the
сказала?
traveler. They only just arrived in Natlan, so I'm taking them around.
Hi there!
Ah, I'm Mualani's neighbor, Atea. By the way, Mualani, I heard you lost to Kachina during the pilgrimage. Is that...
Yeah, I was this close to winning. Oh, definitely not the result I wanted, but still not too surprising. Anyway, it's all in the past. I'm gonna take these two for a dip in the hot springs. Talk to you later. Oh, wait. You'll need swimsuits first. I'm sure I can find you something lying around the...
Hold it right there, young lady. Have you forgotten the rule about bathing in the hot springs?
Правила купания?
Rule?
Что ты там за правила?
Wait, you mean...
There's a rule about bathing in the hot springs?
That's right. Outlanders have to complete a trial at an artificial hot spring before they're allowed access to the natural ones.
It's not nearly as scary as it sounds. Basically, natural hot springs have higher temperatures that not every... A few travelers have gotten scalded by the water in the past. So now we have an unwritten rule. all Outlanders need to adapt to the lower temperature art. But seriously, Auntie Atea, do we have to be so strict? These two are formidable adventurers.
Famous last words. The hot springs are not to be underestimated. You can never be too careful. Besides, the environment's been unstable.
Oh, that sounds dangerous. You know, Paimon's really not all that formidable, so...
Exactly. There will be no excessive risk-taking on my watch. Mualani, take them to the artificial spring first.
Okay.
That's more like it. And don't try anything funny. I'm heading to the artificial spring in a bit, and if I don't see you there, your days of copping free meals at my place are done.
Relax. Oh, by the way...
Much better. How else would I have the energy to keep an eye on all you rascals? Hey! You over there! How many times have I told you no rough out...
Oh, shoot! That weird lady's back again!
Run! Stop right there! Ugh, you need a stern talking...
She sure has a lot of energy.
She's a legend in our tribe. Everyone... Back before I inherited my ancient name, she was one of Natlan's most renowned warriors, famous for her love of hot springs. In fact, she often threw parties at the hot springs. She referred to anyone who came to these parties as her hot spring buddies. The attendees were all respected warriors like Liliuo, Kaiulani, Vichama, oh, and the Archon.
If Paimon lived here, she would take advantage of the hot springs too.
It's just... During battle, she was impaled in the abdomen by an abyss. The doctors managed to save her life, but they made it clear that she could never bathe in the hot springs again. Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersing herself in hot water would accelerate the corrosion of her internal organs and the progression of her illness.
Oh, no wonder she has so many scars. Paimon had no idea she was so seriously injured.
Получил пневмонию, что ли?
That's normal. She never talks about her injury.
О, понимаю.
She's worked
Болел
tirelessly
уже
over the
так.
years to dig up artificial springs,
Не очень,
so
конечно,
that
это
more and more
приятно.
people can experience our tribe's natural wonders. Anyway, let's head to the artificial springs. If Auntie Atea gets there before us, we're gonna be in some...
Не, пантеон не прошел. Я все, я не могу его больше проходить. Не, пятый пантеон это, ну, не для всех. Капхэт. Ну, в Капхэт я играл, только в дополнение не играл. Вот это... Единственное, во что я не играл в Капхэте, это дополнение. В Стиме? Нет, в этот, как его... Hollow Knight, я в Стиме, у меня игра есть, да, я через нее играл, а Cuphead у меня самого нет в Стиме.
See, I told you the chief would agree. Well, let's get moving then. We can't let a word of this slip to anyone else.
Hey, Amina, Hikaru, Marukao. You three seem particularly
Я
cheerful today.
скачал,
What's the occasion?
так сказать. Сейчас просто в Genshin, ну, мне просто сейчас это... Вот решил
Who are these two?
так расслабиться чуть-чуть.
This is the Traveler and Paimon, two very important guests.
Oh, what a coincidence! We were just talking
Да,
about
и
her.
Натлан дошел, надо как бы это проходить.
We think Auntie Atea's illness has taken a turn for the better.
Really? How can you tell?
Okay, so while you've been busy with the pilgrimage, we noticed that she's been visiting the hot springs alone at night. Specifically, the hot
сюжетку
springs in the
хотел.
cave to the north of our settlement. I'm sure you know the one. Apparently, she used to go there a lot before they became a... She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's visiting the hot springs every night. I mean, it's pretty obvious what that...
Yeah, so we got to thinking, what if we renovated the abandoned spring behind her back, then threw her a huge
Слушай,
surprise
Мурзик, а ты
party?
играл в серию Tomb Raider?
Chief Amina thinks it's a great idea too. So you...
Of course! How could you even think of pulling this off without me? I'm a little busy right now, though. I'll come find you once we're done.
Of course. Take
То у
your
меня
time.
просто
We should
скачан
focus on our guests
этот
for now.
Tomb Raider, который Rise, Tomb Raider, там вот это вот. Хотел я еще в него поиграть.
These artificial springs are pretty new, but the experience is just as good as the natural ones, if you ask me. We really worked hard. And you two, I know you want to focus on Atea's surprise, but don't forget your patrol duties in the meantime. The Abyss could attack at any moment.
You got it, Chief. We'll keep an eye out. You can count on us.
All right, we're off then. See you at the abandoned spring, Mualani.
Я просто начал уже там играть, как давно что-то начал, и
I'm also gonna head out.
потом там что-то дело навалилось, и потом я про нее вообще подзабил. Вот хотел продолжить ее проходить, потому что мне понравилось
Finally, it's
очень.
hot spring time.
Я в первую часть играл,
Oh,
вот,
I
типа,
already
часть,
arranged
получается,
swimwear for you
Райс
guys,
это
by the way.
вторая,
Come on, I'll show
и
you to
третья
the
там,
changing room.
по-моему, какая там, Shadow, The Tomb Raider, да, по-моему, так называется она. Что-то Shadow, что-то там. Там прикольно, да, прикольно там. Вот я думаю, сегодня... Ну, сейчас отстримлю, там, не знаю, часика 2-3 Genshin. Там потом отдохну, часика через 2-3 подрублю Tomb Raider. Чисто, ну, для себя, просто чисто посидеть. Секиро. Но у меня есть, ну, у меня нету купленного Секиро. У меня он есть на компе, скачанный. Вот, а купленного нет. Если хочешь, конечно, можно в Секиро залететь. Секиро, сюжетка интересная, но... Ладно. Битвы эпичные, да. Эпичные битвы. И все, да? Потому что там ничего такого интересного нет. Давай, короче, сейчас вот Genshin я отстримлю. Ну, часа 2-3. Ну, закончу где-то примерно... Ну, часа в 2 я, наверное, закончу. И дальше отдохну часика 2-3. На вечерком подрублю Секиру. Если хочешь, приходи.
So, what do you think?
Yeah, it's so nice. The steam is warm too.
The first time I came to the hot springs, there was no calming effect whatsoever. I was such a little ball of energy.
Давай,
the moment my
Мурзик.
parents looked away, it was actually
Иди
pretty
отдыхай,
funny looking
лечись.
back on it. They were
Выздоравливай.
absolutely frantic, looking for me all over, until finally they saw my head slowly poke out from under the water. I was too young to remember the whole ordeal, but my parents told me all about it. A natural-born swimmer, my mother called me. Just like her, I taught myself how to dive underwater the first time I ever went swimming. So feel free to go for a swim. I'll be right here if you need rescuing. Auntie Atea, you really came to check on us?
Of course. And I'm glad you listened. I brought you all. The temperature in the artificial springs isn't too high, so I went with Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips. See how you like them.
Oh, thank you! These are great!
Well, I did make them myself. Very few young people know how to truly appreciate hot springs, so listen carefully. The temperature of the hot spring not only determines the type of snacks you should choose, but also the amount of time you should spend in the water. To bathe in a hot spring is to completely empty your mind. As such, swimming...
Hey!
All right, looks like you were able to adapt to the temperature, no problem. You should be able to switch to the natural. Well, I've got to get going. Oh, and make sure you drink your milk. I'm looking at you, Mualani. I still remember how you used to pour it into the water when you were little. That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not.
Okay.
Paimon didn't think you were the type to do something like that.
I remember thinking I'd totally get away with it too. But turns out milk... Some people get dizzy if they stay in here too long. You guys all right?
Paimon's fine, just a bit stuffed.
Looks like you two are naturals. Oh, by the way, I have to leave you on your own for a little while this afternoon. I'm gonna help the... I certainly don't trust their aesthetic tastes. Who knows what will become of the place if I leave them unattended. In exchange, though, I can recommend a couple of shops that are worth a visit. Huh?
Yeah, she brought us snacks and taught us about the hot springs. Friends are supposed to help each other out. We'd feel bad otherwise.
Well then, the more the merrier. All right, we should get going. Let's organize the best hot spring gathering Natlan's ever seen.
Так, что там у нас? Встретитесь с Марокао и остальными. Ну, пойдем к Марокао и остальным. Они где? Где-то здесь? А, вот они.
Mualani! Wait, you brought...
We're here to help.
But you're important guests. We can't put you to work.
All right. Stop trying to out-polite each other, would you? The sooner we get this party... Now, where to start? Looks like the water outlet is blocked pretty bad. Ooh, those boxes in the corner need to be thrown out as well. Oh, they're moldy as all... Also, someone needs to go out and get some cloth, wood, and decorations. Oh, and snacks, too. I say we get enough for 20 or 30 people. Bulk purchases fetch the best prices after all. Oh, but don't just accept the first offer they give you.
I'm not good at haggling. Why don't you go?
Hey, I'm not any better, and I wouldn't even know what to buy. How about we handle things here while you three deal with the shopping?
Yeah, that works too. I can introduce you to all the shops while we're at it. All right.
Так, а мы что, готовимся к какому-то празднику? Отправляйтесь на торговую улицу.
Hey there, Yellowpath. Hope business has been going well.
Well, if it isn't Mualani, back from the...
That's right. Didn't make the cut this year, though.
Well, it wouldn't be a competition if everyone got to win. So, what'll it be?
Here, it's all on the list. Quite a sizable order, as you can see. So
Wow, that is a large order. What's it all for? A party?
that's right. Keep this between us for now, but we're throwing a
Wait, you're saying she can go in the hot springs again? That's great news! How about this? You can have the decoration.
Come on, I know you can sweeten the deal. That pile of wood's been sitting there since I left for the pilgrimage. At this rate, you need to get rid of it or it's gonna go moldy.
All right. Such a handful.
Wow, that was amazing, Mualani!
All in a day's work. By the way, Yellowfath,
Interested? They won't come cheap.
I'm not planning to haggle this time, I promise. Package them separately, would you? Nope. Kachina likes shiny little trinkets, so whenever I come across something like that, I always buy it for her. I'll hold on to them for now. It'll be a nice little surprise for her when she returns victorious from battle. I'm sure she...
All right, that should be everything. If you could just double check.
Let me see... Huh? What's this crate of juice?
That's on the house. 7 years ago, when the Abyss attacked our tribe, Atea saved my brother's life. She never asked for anything in return, but I could never forget what she did for my family that day. So, send her my regards, would you? And have fun!
Oh, we will. It's gonna be a party to remember. Well, that's our shopping done. Let's head. We're back. How's everything going? Wow, this place cleaned up nice. You got the water unblocked too. Good work.
I would hope so. We spent all day clearing out debris from the bottom of the spring. Did you guys get everything?
Oh, we brought back tons of stuff! We set it down near the cave entrance.
All right then, roll up your sleeves, everyone, and let's get back to work.
Actually, why don't you two take a break? I'll handle it from here. Traveler, mind lending me a hand?
Конечно могу,
So, I
конечно.
was brainstorming on the way over, and I'm thinking we could draw something on the wall over here, and the snacks and drinks can go over there. So, what do you think?
It looks amazing! I had no idea you were—
Well, I'm usually the one in charge of the family store, so I'm pretty good at things like renovation and organization. Not to mention, this was totally a group effort. Still, I didn't expect it to take quite this long. Guess it's too late to...
Yeah, tonight's definitely not gonna work. Chief Amina set up those patrols to guard against the Abyss, and Atea volunteered. So she's on watch tonight.
I see. Well, guess the surprise will have to wait until... This could actually be a good thing. She can relieve all the exhaustion of keeping watch all night by soaking in the hot spring. Well, let's call it a day then. Traveler, Paimon, you must be tired too. Come on.
Что-то извлечь. Сейчас. Что-то тут можно сделать, да? Так, окей. Сейчас. Так. Дополнительные атрибуты. У меня же нету. Давай вот этот атрибут. Подтвердить. И вот этот атрибут. Где вы взять священный эликсир? Его... Ё-моё. Так, подождите. Давай прогресс извлечения. Давай извлечем. Что-то извлечение. Так. И я хочу вот этот цветочек извлечь. С доп. Атрибутом шанс попадания и крит урон. И определить. Ведьма огненный цветок. Да. У набора горящая алая ведьма осталось определение в текущем пути 1. После исчерпания всех определенных артефактов вы не сможете определить артефакт для этого набора текущего. Окей. Окей, я получил цветок. Не хватающий мне для Хутао. Одного единственного. Теперь он есть. Какой же скам, ё-моё, блядь. Защита, защита. Куда ты мне защита, блядь? Так, короче, этот цветок я полностью... Так, давай. Блядь. Ну, прокнула крит урон. Хорошо. То, что прокнула защиту, плохо. Причем дважды прокнула, блядь. Дважды прокнула защиту. Как же ужасно, блядь, как же ужасно. Ладно. Ебать. Шанс крита, блядь. Какой же ты маленький, шанс крита.
Huge balloon. Exhale all your sleepiness into it.
Чё так далеко-то идти-то, блин?
It's now flying away.
Ладно. Что есть, то есть.
All right, this is it. Get a good night's sleep, okay?
Yep. Good night.
А чё, все, мы закончили на сегодня, да?
Paimon's exhausted. Anyway, we need to be well rested for the party tomorrow, so let's head inside.
Ой, что происходит?
Why now?
Traveler, Paimon, wait!
Mualani? What's going on?
It's the Abyss. Our patrols are trying to drive them. Come with
Бездна.
me. I'll take you somewhere safe.
Mualani, a little help over here.
One moment. I'll be right there. Really? That's perfect. I've been waiting for the chance to fight by your... Hang in there. We're here to help.
Так, погнали. О, класс.
Rain outlines your...
Can't see? Let's nip that in the bud.
Here.
Have they been contaminated by the Abyss?
No, they are the
Так,
Abyss.
Малане.
Destroy them.
Amazing!
Вались.
Thank you.
I'm alright. Go help the others.
I understand.
I'll approve you.
Let me weave you a web.
Phew!
Куда ушел, а? Очень удобное место для сражения.
Thanks for your help. It would have taken me ages on my own. Looks like we're still in for a long night, though. We still have no idea where. Let's go ask Amina. She'll have a better handle on the situation. Amina!
Oh, it's you three. Thank you for helping clear. We were prepared for an attack, but we didn't have enough people to prevent them from breaking through our defenses.
Where'd they come from this time?
The east side. We've pinpointed the position of an abyssal pylon.
A kind of gate created by the Abyss. One that allows monsters from... The only way to end the attack is to destroy the pylon as soon as possible. Otherwise, the endless...
Exactly. That's what I'm most concerned about. Their numbers suggest there might even be multiple pylons in the area.
All right, we'll go seal off the one to the east. Traveler, Paimon, can I count on your help again?
Of course! We can't just sit back and... On behalf of the people of the Springs, you have my thanks.
Let's go. There's no time to lose.
Так, куда нам идти?
That's it, all right. Come on, let's get...
Так. Силы бездны снизошли в этот мир, проявляя неприятие ко всему сущему. Цели, защищенные барьером пустоты, во время его действия неуязвимы для атак. Их можно разрушить только определенным количеством элементальных атак. Видимо, против барьеров пустоты более эффективны элементальные атаки с характеристикой ночного духа. Что это значит? Ночной дух. Так. Хз, что это значит?
Witness the power of good luck. Check this out. That's the luck. Here.
Так, ну мы справились.
That should do it, right?
I don't see any more monsters, so looks like we're in the clear.
Do these attacks happen a lot? Must be hard on your tribe.
Yeah, it makes things hard sometimes, but that's how our ancestors have always lived. Besides, the Abyss doesn't care how difficult our lives are. Fighting back is the only option. Come on, we should head back. Huh? What are you looking at? Is there something over there?
You're right. Mualani, look! They're coming! Wait, that area looks kind of familiar.
What? How unlucky can we get? We probably don't have any reinforcements over there, so it's up to us. Let's move.
Huh? Seems like the monsters are decreasing in number.
Подожди, блин.
Come on, everyone, keep it up!
I hear everything. One with the forest. Yeah.
All eyes on me.
All my strength.
Он там огненный чел.
Yeah.
Так, что тут дальше?
Woohoo!
Угу, дошли.
Ataya, what are you doing here?
Where do you think? If I'm here, I was in a hurry, so it's not my best work. You should check if all the important stuff is still here.
Stop talking for now. That wound looks bad. The abyssal power is corroding.
Is this the right area? Hello? Anyone there? Mulani. And Ataya.
Ataya took care of it, but she's injured. Quick, someone get a doc.
All right, stop fussing. Don't you think I know my own limits? The main thing is...
Wait, no. This was meant to be...
For me, right?
Ataya!
You think I couldn't tell you were avoiding me on purpose? Not one of you stopped to say hello today. Couldn't... And you, Mualani, were you the one that brought the snacks? How many times have I told you? You have...
Oh, forget about that. The doctor's almost here, and you're gonna get all better. Then...
The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other.
А вот, наконец-таки, утерянная механика, блядь, в этой игре, которую, блин, не показывали с Манштата ни разу. Что, типа, путешественница может очищать от заражения, типа, блядь, бездны. После раз был только в Манштате.
What? The crystal has been purified? When?
The anguish he feels has brought him to tears. I also came across a teardrop crystal. Can you purify?
Ataya! Ataya! Wait, what do you mean? What is this? Some sort of purification?
How can that be? I never knew that was even possible.
Ataya! Yes, thanks to the Traveler. By the way, Traveler, are you alright? I just saw you purify abyssal power from Ataya's body. That didn't injure... You're sure? Good. Good.
Thank goodness.
You scared us all half to death just now.
All right, everyone, head back and get some rest. We'll meet here tomorrow. We'll celebrate Ataya's recovery and our triumph over the abyss. And most importantly, we'll show the Traveler and Paimon how grateful we are for their aid. Let's make...
Got it!
Got any other secret powers I should know about? But seriously, you really came through for us tonight, so thank you.
Paimon almost forgot you had that ability. You used it back in Mondstadt to cleanse Dvalin's tears, didn't you? That was some quick thinking, Traveler. Huh? You look like something's bothering you.
Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersing herself in hot water would accelerate the corrosion of her internal organs, and the...
We think Auntie Ataya's illness has taken a turn.
She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's visiting the hot springs every night. I mean, it's pretty...
Hello? Traveler!
Да уж. Так, надо что-нибудь сейчас похавать. Так, где тут у меня... Что за... А. Так, подожди, а что оно дает вообще? Короче, схавы лучше проверенные. Все, похавали. Ничего себе флексит.
Not interested in hanging out with the other kids? Snacks not to your taste? Hot spring temperature too hot? None of the above, huh? I heard you were the one who cleansed the abyssal power yesterday. You sensed it, didn't you? I was hoping to keep it a secret for a few more days. Didn't want to ruin the celebrations and all.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Come on.
Hey,
Just going to get some air. It's too noisy. You have fun. We'll be right back. Oh, and there are extra snacks in that box over there if they need replenishing.
All right. Sounds...
Mualani,
Yeah?
you've gotten so tall. You know that. Feels like just yesterday you were that rambunctious kid causing trouble all around the hot spring. Tell me, how are your parents?
They're away on business. Seriously, Ateo, what's going on? Traveler, did something happen?
I guess I should explain. I wasn't visiting the hot springs because I was getting better. And that pylon yesterday, I didn't go face it by myself because I was reckless or too anxious to wait for... It's because... my body... Your friend saved my life in that cave. And because of that, I got to enjoy this celebration with you all. But the hot springs... I'm just trying to enjoy them for as long as I have left.
Oh.
Mualani?
That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not. That's what you said back at the artificial spring. I had a bad feeling then, but I wanted to believe you were...
You want to know something? Recovery, death, to me, the two aren't all that different. You've never been resurrected, so you might not understand. But Death and I, we're old pals by now. There's nothing sad about being reunited with an old friend. I lived with regret for a long time. Regret that my illness meant I could no longer... But yesterday, I was finally able to let go of that regret. Not only because I found the strength to fight the abyss, even at the end of my life, but because I got to see you, seeing you out there. It made me realize that I don't need to worry about our tribe or our nation's future. You have the capacity, even if I was never injured. Old age would still take me one day. But I've just remember, whether in life or death.
I understand. Seems like you've given this a lot of thought, Atea. I'll do everything in my power to protect our tribe our nation, and live up to the example you set for
Good. Oh, and if any of you have the chance to meet with the Archon, could you give this to her for me? A talisman I've carried with me my whole life. It may seem strange to say while I'm still alive, but just think of it, it's brought me good fortune in battle. Even after I became too sick to fight, I never took it. Just tell her it embodies fond memories and my strength of will.
У нее...
She'll know what I'm trying to say.
Это глаз бога или это что это? Или это просто какой-то... Или это просто эмблема? Эмблема типа Натлана. Наверное, все-таки эмблема Натлана, наверное. Это не глаз бога.
Alright. That's all I wanted to say.
Но на самом деле очень похоже, как будто это глаз бога, но она не выглядит как персонаж играбельный в будущем. Она выглядит как обычный NPC.
If you don't...
Excuse me, what did I say about bathing in the hot springs on a full... Life is a journey in which there's no turning back. So forge ahead and don't hold back.
Жизнь — это путешествие, в котором нет пути назад, поэтому смело иди вперед и не останавливайся на достигнутом. Да, это так. Это печально, конечно. Так, что там дальше? Решение. Так, ну чё, по идее, дальше надо сейчас идти. Ага, так. Так. Игры в монополистов. Вы прибываете в крепость Миропит. Что это? Игра? Что? Ладно, окей. Вау, куда это? Стоп. Я что нажал? Нет, нет. Я иду дальше пусть. Подождите 2 дня. Подождите 2 дня, ё-моё. Так, ну ждем 2 дня. Так, еще чуть-чуть подождем.
First, get into position like this.
Так.
Move like that.
Что у нас?
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. Still, spending time here really has felt like a vacation. The Kaholasaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. Their bellies are soup. Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She gave Paimon some for the road just this morning, actually. Yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs, so not much has changed since we first met her.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area is so...
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing. Later tonight, we can eat whatever we catch. Fresh fish is absolutely delicious right off the grill.
Hey, Moalani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina? Is she back as well?
Kachina fell in battle. But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the Rite of Resurrection will be held in the stadium soon.
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her first time. Mistakes are bound to happen.
Exactly. She deserves to hold her head up high.
All right, thanks for letting me know. We'll head out in a bit. Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking it was bad.
Mulani, you said the Abyss was cunning just now. But, think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, wouldn't it make more sense to send them to attack? Not that Paimon wants them to be in any more danger.
Relax, I get it. The Abyss is difficult to understand. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss isn't a living entity after all, so what capacity for logic or planning could it possibly possess? But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things. 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Tevat. You know about that, right? That's right. Conria suffered greatly during that time. And Natlin was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge surging from underground. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of... We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning. Almost like it knows you inside and out.
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate it. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various Pyro Archons we've had over the years. Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do a few days ago. We totally fought them off.
You must have had to sacrifice a lot to get to this point.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future where responsibility, duty, unavoidable burden. But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And the efforts of all who fought against them will become... To think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know? We have to. Not only for ourselves, but for our future. Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until Kachina's back with us. The sea's not going anywhere.
Новая глава. Отлично. Это что такое? А, ладно. Ладно. Что такое? Подожди. А, задание типа как... Вау. Мастерство стихии, бля. Мне бы крит шанс. Мне бы крит шансах чуть-чуть. А, хотя подожди. Это же Нилу. Я думал, это Хутао. Это да ладно, мастерство стихии, ладно. Мастерство стихии, ладно. Мы опять возвращаемся назад.
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani.
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up her sleeve, by the way. She's
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy. And then, come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Чё, где тут? Я думал, он уснул.
Heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory, those who grew alongside those who forged our own destiny. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Крутяк.
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient...
What?
Так, что-то происходит.
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But
What's going on? This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. We've witnessed it countless times. Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than—
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our—
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran off. Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend her.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing with the likes of them.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone, or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve Maybe the YUB interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No! She's been waiting for this moment for no matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face— We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who truly deserves—
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our act, however. The failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon.
I didn't mean it that—
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish. But now's your chance. Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So...
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friend sooner, you should join the— So, what do you—
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the— Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's—
Did she just ask us to come along?
I believe she did. Let's go. I'd like to know what's going on myself.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night...
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. Of doing her part. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death?
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina's life means a great deal to believe me. I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could, but please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of considering the recent attack on your tribe. I believe the Abyss has found a new means.
You mean?
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the— If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, but if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks.
If we compare the two choices, the form— Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel, but we need to understand it if we want to approach this.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you, and unlike Kanich, I dare—
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart. But I couldn't bring myself to—
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simple. Either way, there will be people who suffer. And the end result will be the same. Belief in the pilgrimage will waver. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them, to prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else. We need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that then, we have to find another way of strengthening the Sacred Flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I'll need time. I understand your anger, Mualani. But I hope that provided some—
Wow. Paimon thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the Pyro Archon took the time to explain everything so—
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always— Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
So, essentially, the Abyss has taken Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with your sense of self will be devoured, until eventually— Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
Just like you said, Archon. Both of you can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return.
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you in any— The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley lines. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue—
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls?
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared?
See, Lolly of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wyab. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chief.
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
What?
Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, you know, in the middle. But our reputation's solid nowadays.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate. Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some other time. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance.
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you. She said you'd know what...
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it, and one...
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of Contending Fire. But that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of Contending Fire is far from sufficient. The gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro as things stand. The pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the tribe. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom...
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifices. Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last.
You mean?
Yes.
Интересно, интересно.
The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the Abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name-bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wayab have already embarked on their destined path. It is for them to decide. All we can do is support them.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice...
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining the sake. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us? Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Ну это было круто, прям вообще. Обалдеть просто.
Are you alright, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries?
Yeah. And how much does he know about—
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only purpose that unites them is collecting the Gnosi, but I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for—
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again, and we're not prepared, we're done for.
No. We're running out of— The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed. The power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Night Wind.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very— When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him. I'll need to investigate further. Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to Sitlali. She should know.
Of course, I'll head out right now. Do you still intend to—
Yes, but fear not. Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its Archon. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust...
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. Too late now. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting a formidable
Should we go back and check what's going on?
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll have...
Okay, let's just keep climbing. Paimon really hopes not...
Так. Так, нам нужно идти в племя потомков Крон. Так, там я видел вон ту штукенцию, надо ее подобрать. Так, долечу. 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 Это что такое? Ладно. То это пока что отложим.
What can you tell us about the scions of the canopy?
The tribespeople are very adventurous.
Oh, kinda like us then.
Так, подождите, мне нужно как-то забраться вот туда.
I'm not so sure.
Наверное, сюда.
You don't strike me as the type to enjoy danger.
Сюда.
The scions of the canopy are a bunch of thrill seekers. They love extreme sports like rock climbing, rappelling, volcano parkour, or even bungee jumping without a rope while a Yunkasaur stands at the edge and uses its tongue to catch them. Sound like something you'd be interested in?
Okay, that does sound different from our usual adventures. Paimon's not doing any of that. He can just cheer you on from the sidelines.
Хорошо. Наверху, что ли? Не видно отсюда.
That's Huayna, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
Chaska.
Nice to see you again, Wyna. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it.
Whoa, hold on a second. At least tell—
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone to find her ancient name.
Rescue her? From the Night King?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, a mature warrior would never make such— The nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end. Losing a friend is tragic, but when that happens, the best thing you can—
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Wyna. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day. If Kachina's still—
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Wyna? This doesn't seem like you. Life isn't complete without taking risks. That's always been your mantra.
It's nothing. The Night Kingdom is a dangerous place. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone. Keep it safe, okay? It's not like we—
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back. But aren't you from the Flower Feather?
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts, so we slowly got to know each other that way. Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe, too. She's helped us out—
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes. I'll introduce you to her sometime. But let's get back to business. Wyna, how do we use the stone?
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with concepts. In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river. But the boat alone isn't enough. You need a fisherman, experienced enough to steer it.
We couldn't do that ourselves?
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want to make sure this works, though.
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior and scout from our— He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name, you're—
Vichama? What?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard stories about him. Where can we find him?
Ever since Malco passed, he spends most of his time gazing out at the scenery from the cliff tops. Follow the path that way.
Thank you. We'll go—
Good luck.
Да не ссы, все будет нормально. Так, сейчас возьмем опять этого челикса. Так, где-то здесь, наверху. Или вот здесь. Но здесь нету, значит наверху. Ладно. Кто он? Нет.
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah! Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible? No, if you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Are you okay? You don't look so...
Everything's fine. I'll help you, but I do have a small request. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to—
Your friend? Oh, Wyna mentioned someone named Malco. Is that who you're talking about?
Yes. but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
That's not a problem. We agree.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone? I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we—
Wow, you got all that just from looking.
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Lali invented this. They must be a genius. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime, I need you to get—
We'll go right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding
Oh, I see. What about the—
Right. I need two chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere, so—
Gotcha!
All right, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done. Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take—
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you.
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so no need—
What an odd guy. He seemed so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just focus on the— Hang on, Kachina.
Так, готовьтесь к поиску древнего камня. Так, надо куда, получается, вниз, что ли? О! Это, конечно, немного не то, что я хотел. А, вот где, точно. Где я? Застрял.
Hello. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your—
Oh, the whole thing?
Let me see. That would be
Deal.
Wait. Real?
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just need these.
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. All right.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the traveling merchant Bichama mentioned.
Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got a
Perfect. Is that the only one, though?
That might be tough. Tell you.
Thank you so much.
Relax. Everything's going according to plan.
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels the same way about his friend that I do about Kachina. Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady.
Perfect! Thank you.
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. I'll take 3. Here you go. By the way, I heard you mention Vichama. How's he doing? Malco's been gone for 5 years now. It's about...
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking one night, but I don't know all the details. Bichama and Malco grew up together, and even made a name for themselves together. Malco was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple opponents in a single hit, while Vichama excelled at scouting and analyzing the battlefield. The two made an excellent. 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage and were placed on the same team. But on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe, and Bichama suffered an injury to his leg while attempting to rescue.
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss in his condition. Bichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. So they raised the issue with the Pyro Archon. It's just... Malco and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations. Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself for everything. Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because I've tried convincing him to move forward. To stop, dwelling on the Abyss has caused so much suffering. And some wounds never heal. I wish there was something... Anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help him talk things through sometime.
Так, ну, вроде бы все нашли, получается. Значит, можно двигаться дальше.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here. When do we start?
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good to go. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor. Go ahead. After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I have always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malco might also be a...
But that happened several years ago. The Pyro Archon said...
There might not be much hope. But all right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient... Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss.
Look at that golden thing. It
Ё-моё!
must be one of those fragments
Тише.
Chama mentioned. Let's
Что
get
такое?
closer.
Собрать фрагмент. Собрать фрагмент. Фрагмент. Так.
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
Так.
Positions. Dance with the waves.
Их ты.
Witness the power of Gurwa. Know my sword. Rain outlines your fate.
Let's nip that in the bud and shroud. Rah. Yeah.
Хорошо.
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long. We're getting close.
Успел. И последний. О, хорошо.
Quick, take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malko. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting...
The Abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll die.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
О!
Whoa, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong.
О!
This power.
Hanging in there?
Malko. No! Why can't I find him?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the Abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now?
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but that's...
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close.
Okay, I'll be more careful.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malko's ancient name. It must be once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, and now... It's too late to save him.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's...
Huh? This is...
Hey, Malco. Got any strength left?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words? Sure.
Too bad. I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to...
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn me. Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything. Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our... Vichama. I'm so glad. Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice, but it also...
A deeper pain?
Malco was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking. For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know...
Vichama!
I'm fine. Actually, I heard Chief Wyna wasn't really on board with your plan to go to the... When you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step closer to danger, but I also understood why you had to try. Everyone has regrets, and once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well choose the braver path from the... If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with an injured leg, there were still things I could have done. That way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought alongside him to the end. There are critical junctures in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act, that's something I had to learn in hindsight. But you're still at the crossroads of your journey, so...
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now. Kachina will come back to us. I'll make sure of it. I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that promise.
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, thanks to her, though, you are only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help. Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Let's get Vichama back to his tribe and tell Wine at the... and apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone. We had no choice.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that?
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wyna. I can hear it in your voice.
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two. They're back.
Koichi? What are you doing here?
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know exact. My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Chaska for a few minutes.
I'll be just a moment.
Who is that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story. It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by... She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there. All that strength of will pushed her to survive. But it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the Cuckoo Source. Wherever they went...
For some reason, can totally imagine.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chaska still had a habit of getting into fights, so Koichi was always taking her around.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me. But, you know, kids. You're fighting one minute and your friend's the next. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known as the P. It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get older?
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous, but you probably know.
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something like that. Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end...
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the excuses! We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only go up to level 3 if a situation is so dire there's absolutely but a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is. And you were just going to sneak.
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous. Oh, it's like he didn't even try.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even by force.
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say something, but
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that! I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control and—
All right, whatever.
What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and—
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments or serious?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then... you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault.
But the person you become when you lose control, that's also not who you are.
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in Natlan, I need to display qualities that make me worthy of this nation.
I've also told you that managing your condition is equally—
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get—
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi!
So, you're really going to go, no matter—
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have—
Just so, that's it. Why'd you have—
You two are something else.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted it's not my place to get involved. But I will say this. Try to spend a little more time with your sister.
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. If you're done with this, according to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact.
About—
If only Tone-Deaf Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Lion.
It might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
Huh? I see. Sounds like it was an Still, Citlali's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay? I'll wait here for you.
Да, не очень красиво получилось. Сломали камень. Сломали камень. Катари. Ладно. Так, куда-то надо сейчас нам. А тут у меня точка телепортации не открыта, что ли? Ух ты. Надо открыть.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me...
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else... Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. You're incredible.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate. So much that you have to worry about.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is...
Whoa. I've never seen this place before.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them...
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone and physical items do a far better job of preserving those... Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony. So if you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origin.
All right, we'll have a look.
Так, осмотрите сувениры в комнате.
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the...
That's right. It belonged... He and I met in a tavern. He told me about in his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded. He managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury. And can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch? That's...
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was in the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste, so he gave them to me.
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go ahead to...
Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely
There are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom and the Waya. Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. The tools you see here are quite traditional. Her students found them outdated, so she passed them on to me. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar in the middle. That's what she really wanted to give me.
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's it?
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although...
Так, что еще есть?
Make sure to handle everything with care. This cup, for example.
Угу. Так, а это что?
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head!
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength. This belt is a symbol. The association with strength might also have been the reason the original belt was extremely heavy. It was difficult for even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for any length of time would still leave them gasping for breath.
Sounds like it.
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. That is the belt you see before you. He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off.
Так, ну вроде все. Больше... Ладно, поговорим с Малвикой.
The powder still needs some time to settle. Well, what do you think of my collection?
Yeah! If each item represents a different story, does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the...
At once? Fine?
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you... Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced, take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different... The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite...
that does kinda make sense.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past, and while the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlin across countless eras can we fight back against to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only... That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the Divine Throne, he used it to borrow power from, namely, a framework, through which ordinary people, by holding the pilgrimage, were able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the Divine Throne, in addition, the Sacred Flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all...
So, it all comes down to the power of the Divine Throne and the rule... Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little Saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the... thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before.
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's math works faster than her—
It's all right. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibility. My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and we would sit on a blanket and eat it together. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the Saurians who were raising ran into the room and knocked over. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the—
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and experiences like that—
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by—
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani Chaska. Overplace the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
Так, что, сейчас что-то будет. Угу, так.
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, ancient name, take us to your fated bearer.
Am I hallucinating again? Kachina! Are you— Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to— Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyab is being affected by the— I was waiting for the Wyab to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me. The Wyab saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really—
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care is— I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue—
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you. And you—
I'm really scared still. I don't want you to put yourselves in danger.
All you need to do is place your trust in us. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind.
Yeah, we're so close, we can't call it quits now!
Thank you. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose you to corrosion.
I know. I'm prepared for that.
All right. Then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with that face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the part.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that you're willing to brave these dangers with me.
and there's no time to lose.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
Так, войдите в подземные руины. Так, где там эти подземные руины? Ой, прям далеко, ну-ка. А, вон где. Так, телепортируемся тогда, в таком случае. Угу. Так. Давай-ка возьмем Наэль.
Oh, how exciting!
Обыщите руины.
So we're underneath Natlan right now? It looks nothing.
That's because in the distant past, Natlin was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own advanced...
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time. But with the recent increase in...
So what you're saying is...
No. It's going to be obstacle after
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creeping Paimon.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in. Right, guys?
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go. We won't let anything...
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled... Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Yeah. As a good knight should.
Rain Cutter, know my sword. Rain outlines your fate.
Positions.
Yeah. This dance is for you.
place we need to go seems really high up.
Time to act. Witness the power of Guwa. Know my sword.
Higher, higher, pants on fire!
Rain outlines your fate.
Так. Что-то у нас. Как активируем. О, прикольно. Там глаза как будто. Так, ага, сейчас. А, у этого. Угу. Карабкаемся. Ух, круто.
Time to go! Here, dance with the waves!
Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
Witness the power of Guwa. Know my sword.
See?
Positions.
Так. Опять дверь. Уже другой рисунок.
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
О, дошли до куда-то. Какой-то разлом.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this.
We actually have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up.
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We felt all this. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand.
That's it? Right. We still got a job to do.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring...
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility is not great.
Yeah, these floating black things don't look super
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! Attacking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama. Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malco. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker Stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, but we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that. Even after all these, under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too... You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been so...
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
You can't go wandering off.
Чё это? Чё раньше нельзя было так сделать?
We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way. Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Fire, fire, dance on fire!
Ну, куда мы идем?
Oh, Paimon can't see anything!
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Так, все, идем. Так, пришли куда-то.
Did you hear that? What? Never mind. It was...
Don't scare Paimon like this!
I heard it too. It was a voice from the Abyss.
What did it say?
It doesn't matter. It certainly...
Так, идем.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
О, Качина, мы ее нашли.
We're here, Kachina! Honey? Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these. Good idea. Let's go!
Let me weave you a verse. Huh? No, my soul.
I must leave no see?
Так, нашли качину, отлично.
You're finally here! Thank you so much! That monster can appear from anywhere. The Wyap's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here.
Had a girl. You did so well. And most important...
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the Wyap? I can't exactly put it into words, but something's wrong with the Odivers.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here...
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyap of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyap. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyap can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyap can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them,
still, we can't just leave the Wyap to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on... Just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that you don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if...
All right. The sooner we get...
We've already come all this way, so we might as well...
Let's go. This way.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's...
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, so go. Achieve your goal.
Thank you for everything. You're a true hero.
No one fights alone.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine,
Так,
I'm
хоть там,
fine.
подожди.
You should...
Так, проверить состояние Wyap. Вы наконец-то встретились с Качиной. По ее словам, Wyap все это время защищал ее. Проверьте состояние Wyap.
Wyap? Wyap! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyap, can you...
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. All right, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure folly. He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
You killed...
He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather, you may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be to your... No. The power of the Abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a... I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity is full of lambs willing to offer themselves up to the slaughter. That is the tragedy of your short lives. You want ancient names, pride, friendship. All empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self-worth. The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure selfishness. Anything to avoid sharing power. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so—
Kachina, give me your hand. Feel that? Thanks, Moalani. Because I'm not alone anymore. You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have it, but you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? The power lies not in the ideal, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal. And in our decision to—
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this. Sorry in advance, but you... There aren't many in Natlin who can beat us when we're together. It's time he got a taste of that kind of power.
From the ashes,
Carving waves! Off you go! Let's shred, Sharky! Right here! Drilling down!
for the flames of redemption!
Right here!
For my coming!
Carving waves!
A glimpse of the future!
Yeah! Catch an epic wave! Whoosh! Cha! Faster!
The world is gone!
We won! We actually won! That's what he gets for underestimating you two. Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely, this makes me so... I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable! Huh? My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corrupt. Still, seeing you pull it off, everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, it took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that the Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes. Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who...
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have under the name Umoja. You shall unite the tribes and save Natlin from its impending doom.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can... Its blaze will become one with our vision for Natlin. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong, Moalani? So many memories. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to. I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Okay, that should be enough. What?
I hear your voice, Kachina.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid I was going to ask why you bestowed an. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer.
You are already an outstanding.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it needs focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now the story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you...
Thank you.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. Go now, my children. Save Natlin on behalf of all you hold.
I know we've never met before, Wyab, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what...
Whoa! What's going on?
We're out of time. It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us!
Бежим от бездны. Ой, бежим, бежим, бежим. Быстрее. Кончилась энергия. О! Есть. Давай, беги, беги, беги.
You've done well. Now come home.
Ну круто вообще. Круто. Нормально, нормально.
The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the Speaker's Chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just...
So you're saying her consciousness did all that?
Every great display of power comes at a price. You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against...
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the...
Right. The Wyatt mentioned something about...
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate fate.
Угу. Так, найдите Магуику. Так. Ну что ж, времени уже прошло достаточно много. 3 часа идет стрим, поэтому я сейчас буду завершать. Поэтому всем спасибо, кто видел, кто смотрел, кто смотрит сейчас, кто посмотрит потом. Всем спасибо. Ну что, всем пока.